God damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who just tuned in, we got the road pirate out here stealing people's money again, writing tickets. Guess they haven't hit that quota. Or getting a head start. Trying to see where you guys' chats are here. This is my first time going live. Put something in the comment section so I know you're chatting. So this is happening. Oh, there we go, KT. Thank you. All right, so just to let you guys know, tuning in, this guy's been set up. I caught him last month out here just writing tickets. I guess he doesn't have his quota for this month in March already, so he's out here. I mean, I barely even pulled up, and he already zapped somebody. 40 miles an hour through here, and I don't even know how fast this guy was going, but this is like the fastest ticket rider in Fort Worth. I mean, he's literally been here 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Traffic stops over. Nothing happened. Road pirate. If you guys watch, he's going to go at the top of the hill. Just to show you. See that hill right there? I'm going to zoom in real quick. That hill, he's going to go sit up there. And he's going to sit there and watch some people come over the hill. And they usually stop right about here. But see, watch. There he goes. He's going to go make his U-turn unless I spooked him. But I don't think he easily spooks because he never even looks at the camera. He don't even care. That's right, Coke Doggy Dog. Team DLZ. More like Team BZ now that I'm on this channel. But yeah, definitely Team DLZ. Oh, see, there he is right there, guys. He made his little U-turn, came around. Where's that? Oh, where's that turn signal? No turn signal? Wow, but yet he's writing tickets for speeding. Oh, there he goes. Watch. He's going to go make his little U-turn at the top of the hill right there. Look at that. This is in Fort Worth, Cope Dog. right here on the north side of town. I had just started my day Ubering. Drove my first passenger. He was posted up again a little early, so I said, hell with it. I'm going to come back over here and go live now that I have the access to going live. Because before I didn't have the, now that I've got all these subscribers, and thank you guys, by the way, for subscribing, allowing me to have the access to going live, because I feel that live is definitely more beneficial to doing this in case something happens. Because if I get locked up, y'all ain't gonna see the video till I get out, and that's if they don't confiscate my video camera. Like, I don't know if you guys can see him up there yet. Hang on, we're trying to. I know he's gonna post up there. He ain't that scared of me. Where you at, little piggy? Oh, I have to pull forward a little bit. Look, see? I think that might be another unit up there too. Right on this side of those taillights right there. I don't know if you guys can, right behind that white car. I think that's a SUV police car. Because last time I was over here about a month ago, they had a four-door patrol unit, like that Charger you just saw, and then they had like a Ford Explorer doing the same bit. And man, I'll tell you what, they whip out of that driveway fast as hell. They don't play. They probably got to go through a set of tires every month with the way they drive out here. I'm staying safe, brother. I'm definitely staying safe. Yeah, this was a spur of the moment kind of live thing. I wasn't even like out looking for the cops. It seems to always be that way on Tuesdays and Wednesdays when it's slow out here with what with the Ubering that I do. Oh no, that's actually his patrol car. He actually just turned it. There he goes. He's got someone again, guys. I think he's getting that car right there, the one that just went flying by. I'm not sure. Looked like he pulled out. Oh no, he's getting set back up. So watch, he got set back up. Here, I had to move the car a little bit. I'm actually sitting in the car, guys. So that way, so this little piggy can't mess with me. All right, so if you look close enough, I'm gonna try to. He's right there underneath that sign, that billboard right there, that yellow billboard. See him right there? You see that patrol car? I'm trying to hold the camera steady. Sorry, guys. It's behind that truck. See that truck moving? Now watch. There he is right there. He's trying to blend in. Yeah, Carolina went out last night. I don't know if you guys subscribe to her channel, but she's the one that always goes out there yelling at the cops, and she gets in a little bit of trouble. Cope Dog, I ain't gonna lie. This dude probably generates more money for the traffic division than anybody else. That dude literally wrote that ticket in about 3.5 minutes. The guy comes up with his little handheld scanner, scans the guy's driver's license, scans the registration in the window, goes back to his car, runs the guy real quick, writes the ticket, comes back, has him sign it, gets back in the car and goes. Doesn't really mince words. Yeah, he prints it out, bro. I mean, shit, I've seen where the traffic stop lasts 5 and 6 minutes. This dude comes out with a big ass long print of about 3 or 4 tickets, typically like window tint, speeding, and then whatever else, probably no turn signal when he pulls them over. I mean, who knows what this little piggy gets? But just sit here and watch. Watch. You'll see this like right when he goes and lights them up, and then they pull literally right here where I'm sitting. This is like a little honeypot for the Fort Worth Police Department Traffic Division. The Citizens Broadcasting Cooperative. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're picky and you're picking me, man. I appreciate that. I'm new to this whole live streaming thing. This is something that I talked to Chuck Bronson for about an hour yesterday, and he told me that more people watch the videos when things are actually live, and it's also safer. So if something happens, somebody knows right where I'm at. No, there's no sign saying anything about radar. I mean, I probably need to be out there protesting with a big old billboard saying, "Careful, speed trap ahead." But I'd have to go both ways. But I think he really just gets them coming over that hill, because the minute you come over that hill, I mean, it's not like you try to do anything, but your speed just naturally starts to increase because you're coming downward. It'd be one thing if you're going upward and hitting the gas pedal, but now, just so you guys know, I'm going to do this real quick. I do have my little road dog with me. He rides everywhere. That's where I got the name BZ Watch. Hey, Brownie. There you go, buddy. So he's got Chili's got Charlie. I got Brownie. He's so quiet. He's so good. He doesn't bark unless you got some music playing. Then he likes to sing along with the music. Oh, Bubba. Oh, thank you for the kiss. Can you sit down? Here, come sit down. He's lap. That's fine. We can watch the cops together. He's he's sitting on my lap right now, looking at the phone. And I think he's trying to catch the piggies in action too. Oh, he's a sweet boy. He's 2.5 years old. He's a real sweetheart. I drive Uber with him. Everybody loves him. Wow, I'm surprised this cop hasn't lit somebody up by now. What's he doing? Taking a nap? Probably knows I'm over here trying to just catch somebody who's going really fast. Yes, he does. He leaves his wet nose print all over the front windshield on his side of the car because he likes to look out the window, and then he leaves it on his side of the window. That's why I was trying to leave the window halfway down so he can climb out and put his little head out the window. I got lucky with him. He's sweet, he's smart, and he's sexy. I know you're watching that copper too, huh, buddy? You see him right there, huh? He's all sitting in my lap, all perked up, looking right at the cop. Up. He's got somebody. There he goes. Road pirate after someone. Jeez, he don't waste no time. Go sit your seat, Bubba. Action's about to happen. See, and here he goes. Look, I kid you not, man. It's like perfect setup for this, dude. It's crazy. This last month. Let's time it. He's got a record 3.5 minutes for writing the ticket. Who's got the timer on? Well, like I said, from watching him last month, watching him this month, he doesn't escalate. He just writes tickets. But who's got the timer on him? See how he rolled up his window? And see, good girl, she turned her phone on. Make sure you record. Record, seriously. Turn it on and record it. Hopefully she's got her phone on. You're recording, right? Okay, good. Record. Fish on at 8:24. Like I said, if there's no hiccups, she'll be out of here like in 2.5 minutes. This guy doesn't try to escalate. He doesn't try to search cars. He just writes tickets. And the best part about this whole thing is not interfering because I'm just sitting here. They're bringing the fish to me. Cope Dog, how long's it been? Because your timer's a little off from mine. Well, no, you put 8:24, but I was already like at 15 minutes or whatever. So for some reason the timestamp wasn't working correctly. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You went by. Okay, sorry, man. You're like an hour ahead of me. I just realized what you meant by the 8:24 and the 8:27. Sorry, man. I'm still trying to finish that first can of Red Bull. Now, this dude's buddy that took over for him like at about 9:30 my time last month, he wanted to get involved and actually say something to me, but see, there he goes. That was quick, like 3.5 minutes. And boom, done. Off. I know that's the fastest ticket I've ever seen. Your tint is too dark. Did he? Hey, did he measure it? Did he measure it? You can fight that. He never took out the thing to measure it. Take it to court. Take it to court. Seriously. There's a measuring thing that measures the tint, so you're good. So he wrote it for dark window tint, but then didn't even take out the window tint measurement. So I told her just now, take it to court. She has a record on the inside that he never used the thing to measure her window tint. I mean, he wrote her a ticket for speeding, dude. She was speeding. I ain't gonna lie. She came down that hill coming fast, but I mean, she could have been doing 45 in that 40 that's posted. Could have been doing 50, 60. Who knows how fast she actually was going? He got her for speeding. That's what he writes ticket. But he always tries to add window tint. But what I've always noticed, he doesn't take out his window tint. There he goes again. He didn't even turn all the way around like he did the last time. He made a U-turn. He didn't use his tool to actually effectively measure the window tint. That's why I told her, take that to court because she can beat that window tint rap. He lied on a government document, which means that whole ticket is going to be thrown out. That's admissible. Wrote her for a charge that he didn't even test. And he's going to use, based on my experience and training, yeah, well, that's not accurate. There's about freaking 1,000 levels of window tint. So how do you know which level that was? That's why I told her, take it to court. No reason to argue. Oh, I'm sure he checked for warrants. Take that. I would have taken that shit to court. If you ain't gonna pull out your little window tint and say that my window tint's too dark, and these tint companies, they're not just gonna slap illegal window tint on your stuff unless you go to one of these illegal places and pay extra. So chances are that girl does not have illegal window tint on her thing. He just wrote her for that, hoping that she pays the fine. Hey, Cope Dog, go get it, brother. I'm gonna stay live as long as this dude's out here writing tickets, because if they're gonna keep pulling right in front of me, that's 2 for 2 right in front of me. I mean, all I gotta do is just, like you said, fish on, man, fish on. They just come right here to me. Problem is he better write legitimate tickets. Now that I know he's freaking lying on tickets. Hey guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, please. Now that we don't have another traffic stop, hit that like button. That way you get that notification in your feed every time I go live or at a computer. I was reading Cope Dog's thing. Or every time I upload upload a video. I can't even talk this morning. I'll let the computer stay on. I'll be here, but no one will be home. That sounds like my life, brother. Lights are always on, but nobody's home. Appreciate it, though, Cope Dog. KT, you are like awesome. I appreciate the support. Citizens Broadcasting. Man, you stay safe. I'll stay free. I love that line. That is perfect. Exactly. Who else we got in here? I see 12 people in here, and I don't see anybody commenting in the comment section, so I can go ahead and give a shout out to the people that are actually here for at least tuning in. 3 people have commented. Who are the other 9 or 8 that are sitting in here? Come on, guys, sound off before we get another live action fish on the hook. Oh, I thought he was starting to inch forward there for a second. Just so you know, he's back up there underneath the billboard. I don't know if you can see him at this shot. Fort Worth PD. Yeah, they might be writing bogus tickets, but at least they're not manhandling women with children in the back seat, because she had a child in the back seat. She's probably on her way to get that kid to school. It's rush hour. School zones are in effect. And this cop's out here stopping people that probably can't afford to pay tickets. But I know, like Chili always says, law and order. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. But it's pretty sad when they add charges that aren't even legit. If you're gonna write somebody a ticket or arrest somebody, at least be honest about it. Probably wrote her for window tint because I was filming him. Yeah, we're down to 9 people in there. I know Cope Dog left. I don't know if Cooperative left. Just kind of curious on who the other 8 or 7 people are in the chat thread. Don't be scared to say hi. And look how far this is. I mean, that's how quick he hits that gas pedal and comes out of that little driveway. I'm actually surprised he didn't get this Hyundai. That looked like it was flying pretty good. Probably trying to fly to get out of the area. That's what I would be doing. He might be targeting certain types of vehicle too, because that was a Dodge Charger, that first one. That second one was like a Jeep Cherokee. Hey, John Layson. How's it going, brother? P-Rex. I know, man. That dude did not even check the window tint, the little meter thing, man. That's why I told her to contest that. It didn't look like her window tint was that illegal. I could actually see the kid in the back seat moving, so I know it wasn't illegal. From this distance, if I can see somebody moving in the back seat, the window tint is still legal. And he looks like he's itching. Oh, yep, there he goes. Fish on, as Cope Dog would say. Wow, not going to be able to get this one, guys. He literally Shit. That guy was, I guess, taking off, man. He literally went down the road. Yeah, tip police. I mean, here, I'm going to do this real quick, guys. I'm actually putting that on my. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull out to see where he's at. Because he took off. I mean, he went down the road, man. Shit, I don't even know how far he traveled. Oh, I got a unit right behind me, man. I got a unit right behind me. It's like they came up behind me to tag me. He's turning right there. So of course the camera's gonna be on me right now. See him right behind me? I don't know if you guys can see him back there. Hey, sit down, Bubba. Sit down. So, nope, he's turning. He's going that direction. Oh, there's our little guy right there in that little section. I gotta turn around real quick. Let me roll these windows up real quick. And the sun is bright today. So I don't know if he called for backup. It was why that other unit showed up, happened to be right behind me. See, angle that. Shit, not getting that good angle right. There we go. Yep, I can't get that angle because he's right there. He's right there behind that building. It's a Nissan Altima. So far, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of vehicles he's pulling over. I'm actually going back to my spot because he's not in a good spot for me to sit there and film. And I don't want that other cop to come back up behind me again like he did before. He actually caught me off guard. I wasn't looking at my rearview mirror. Let's see, the cop sits right up here at this intersection right here. You can see where that's right where he sits right there. I just went slow so you guys could see where he's been sitting. How's my neck wider than my head? A lot of food, bro. A lot of fast food, man. You got to eat right. Are you come in here to be hateful and troll, or are you just pointing out the obvious? Not everybody can have good genes, man. You know, I'm also in my mid 40s and work a lot of hours sitting on my ass. So, just curious. No hate, legit. Hey, you know what, man? Hey, as long as you're not being hateful, I don't mind. I don't mind legit questions, man. I mean, shit, a lot of fast food and bad genes, if you want the truth. Well, I'm gonna wait for this guy because we all know this guy only takes 3.5 minutes to write a ticket. So, see when he goes back up there. But welcome to the chat, BD, and how do I say that? Balaj. If dirt ain't flying, you ain't trying. I love it. I love it. Well, actually, believe it or not, I actually gained all this weight the last year and a half. Um, I don't know if something's going on with me or it's just bad dieting and lack of exercise and sitting on my ass for 12 hours driving a day, sometimes 14 hours a day. I try to get out and walk my dog, but he's got way too much damn energy that I actually have to let him off the leash and let him run while I try to catch up. Speaking of dogs, there you are. Oh, Brownie. Yeah, oh, giving some. Oh, thank you, but all right, all right, all right. Don't maul me with kisses, bro. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. I know. Unfortunately, he likes everybody, and that includes the cops. I wish he would actually bark at the piggies. But then if he did that, they might try to shoot him. Huh. Hey, go sit in your seat. I'll roll the window down for you. Here, there's the window. Go to the window. Go to the window. There you go. I didn't say roll it down yourself. So if dirt ain't flying, you ain't trying. What's with penis, man? It just got penis, penis, penis all the way through. What's that mean? I mean, I know what a penis is, but what are you trying to imply? Trying that I don't have one, or I do have a big one, or what, man? I'm just kind of curious what you mean by it. 10 people in the room. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. This is my first live. We're going about 31 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's at Cop's third traffic stop in 30 minutes. He was pulling up to his little, what I like to call the perch, when I initially parked here. And so far, two of them been right here in front of me. That last guy was flying so fast that he made it past the intersection down the way. Free Palestine. Well, yeah, I mean, they're being persecuted, my friend. They should be freed. I don't believe anybody should be genocide or murdered, or I don't care who starts it. Whether it be the Palestinian side or the Israeli side, it doesn't matter. Oh, there he goes, road pirate. He's done. Took a little longer than normal. He probably wrote that guy like 8 tickets. He's gonna go sit up there on that damn perch right there. See, I'm trying to get a steady hand, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. I tried to use my little handheld device for stability, but it doesn't like the YouTube doesn't like the landscape of me rotating my phone. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, for the record, Team DLZ. What's up, record? We've got Fort Worth here. PD just road pirating the hell out of 28th Street. So anybody that's in here watching, that's from Fort Worth, check your speed coming down 28th. This road pirate is not only writing you a speeding ticket, but he's not even taking out his window tint meter and actually writing tickets for window tint. Got cars pulling up behind me. I've had a police car already sneak in behind me when I made a right turn at the stop sign. They can run my plate all they want. It's a rental. Is he up there? Yep, he's on his perch. He's back up there on his perch, ready to go. Because he just pulled in. Right? Here, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what. Zoom out and zoom in. He's right there. Underneath that, I gotta back up just a hair. He's right there underneath that yellow billboard. Try to get a steady hand here. I think Cope Dog started something today. So anytime you see those red and blue lights and he goes after someone, somebody holler fish on in the hashtag fish on in the comment section. We play that little game today. Up. Is that him pulling out? Is that him pulling out? No, he just inched forward. So it was getting a little trigger happy. Let's see. Gonna hold it with two hands, try to get a steady hand here. You guys see him right there? A little black and white underneath the yellow sign. All right, guys, how about this? Guys, put a number in the comment section on how many minutes you think from right now at 7:47 Central Time he's going to light somebody up. Put a 1, a 2, a 5, a 10, however many minutes you think it's going to be. And I'll start the timer at 7:48, actually. It hasn't triggered over yet, but I'll let you guys play the little guessing game on how long it takes him to light somebody up. 10 minutes? Woo, you can write 2 tickets in that time frame, man. It only takes 3.5 minutes. For the record, you haven't been here. In 31 minutes, this dude has already written 3 different people tickets. When you came in, he was on his 3rd traffic stop. All right, KT, you put 3 minutes, so I'll give you till 7:51. I bet you probably doesn't even take that long. I'll bet you by 2 minutes from now, 7:50. Yeah, for the record, this dude's probably going to be number 1 at writing traffic tickets in all of North Texas. And the last time he wrote the girl for a window tint, didn't even measure her window tint. And I could see the baby clearly moving around in the back seat. So I know her window tint wasn't illegal. I believe it's 80-20 here. Is what the window, like the 20% is what you can have. It's either 20 or 25, but still, he didn't take out the meter. I told her straight up, fight that ticket in court because he lied on that window tint. If he lied on the window tint, how do we know he didn't lie on the speed, and how do we know he didn't calibrate his radar? Reasonable doubt. That's all you need to be the case. Reasonable doubt. And don't take it to a judge trial. I'll take it to a jury trial. Most people don't like cops anyway, so except for those bootlickers. I know Chili uses Jack Boot Thug Pig, but on my channel I like the word jackwagon. I call these guys jackwagons because they dumb as shit. No, I don't want to mess with him because this guy, I'll tell you right now, if he's going to lie on a window tint ticket, he's going to lie on a police report. I don't feel like going to jail, having my car towed, and having my my dog taken to the shelter. Now, if I didn't have it and I had my car secretly parked and hidden somewhere and he didn't know what it was, yeah, sure, I'd probably go confront him. But this guy doesn't even pay attention to the camera and me talking to it when he's on these traffic stops. He just writes his ticket and moves on. I mean, I wouldn't say he's cordial, but he just doesn't mince very many words. Cove Dog, the next one, man, I guess I'm losing because it's 7:50 and he ain't got nobody yet. You'll see on the next one, man, when he pulls somebody over right here, if we get one right here or behind this tree, you'll see that he gets out, he gets the ID, takes the little scanner in his hand, scans the ID, goes over to the registration, scans it, goes back to his car, runs them, writes the ticket, comes back with the long list of tickets, has him sign it, gets back in his car and leaves. It literally takes 3.5 minutes. I've never seen anybody write it. Now, this guy makes other officers look bad because you go to a traffic stop and you're sitting there for 15 minutes for a blinker being out, But this guy can write you a ticket for speeding and window tint in 3.5 minutes. Maybe we really need to talk to the Supreme Court about, proof that this guy can write a ticket in 3.5 minutes, that everybody should at least be able to write a ticket less than 5. No reason to hold people for 15 minutes plus. And this guy, look at this. My dog's about to go ape shit. This guy's jaywalking in the middle road of a busy street with a shopping cart covered and a full-on ski mask. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, it is 61 degrees outside. That guy looks like he's about to rob me. What do you guys think? Am I about to get robbed? Yeah, this guy, oh, there he goes. 752. KT, you barely just lost that one. Who's he going after? Shit. I don't know if he's purposely delaying now to get him. Well, let's do this again. Let's go drive. Go see where he's at. Yep. For the record, here you go. This is how fast he writes tickets. I know. Ronnie, lay down. See? So he's already scanned the license, or you guys digging it out? Remember what we said about not reaching around in the car, man? This guy's definitely reaching around. He's already scanned the registration because he just scans that VIN number off the sticker. And look, so far I ain't seen one white person pulled over. I have seen 1, 2, 3 Hispanic and 1 black. And don't get me wrong, this is more Hispanic populated. But so far he's pulled over a Dodge Charger. They had like kind of louder exhaust. You had a Jeep Cherokee, or like a Jeep little Cherokee, like the small one. Watch how fast he writes it up. And then you had a Nissan Altima, like an older one. And now you've got like an older Chevy Silverado extended cab. So, I mean, they're almost like typical freaking like targeted vehicles. I know that when I drove my Chevy Blazer, they were always following me or pulling me over. And I always use my turn signal. I'd be in the right lane on the highway. I would have my cruise control set. Hell, there's been twice where I had a passenger Ubering. So why would I be doing anything illegal with a passenger in the car? I have an Uber sign in the car. I've got a passenger in the back seat. Why would there be a passenger in the back seat if I wasn't Ubering? I mean, there's a lot of Ubers in this town. So I don't understand how that doesn't dispel any kind of suspicious activity. So I was getting loud. I had to roll up my windows. But so far, and that black girl, she was light skinned. She could have been like Puerto Rican or something. She could have been Hispanic. I mean, this isn't, and I'm looking at this guy in his truck. This is an older gentleman, man. He's probably in his 50s. Yeah, I'm good, bro. If they light me up, I'll be hitting the panic button for you guys to call Chili because I'm out here obviously not doing anything wrong but filming the cops. I'm not breaking any traffic laws. I mean, I'm on private property right now. I'm on the side of the business right here, out of the fire lane. Um, just capturing the camera. I know. You never know what happens. That's why I went live. I'm listening to Chuck Bronson. I talked to him for about an hour yesterday, and he told me make sure I go live. So if something happens, people know where I was kidnapped and hauled off to the dungeon immediately, instead of finding out 8 days later after I've been abused and my phone's been stolen and everything else. Ah, that's funny, Robin Lewis. Are you a cheese? I wish. I wish. Cheeseburger fully dressed. Cheeseburger fully dressed. Every time I see you, I can't resist to take a bite. I love it. Never heard that one before, but that is funny. I like it. I love it. I'm trying to get my watch hours up too, guys, because I'm sitting about 1,500 watch hours away from being able to do memberships and super chats and all kinds of other stuff. What happened, Earth Fungus? This is this cop. I've been live 47 minutes. This is this cop's fourth traffic stop. He's just sitting up there on the top of the honeypot hill and waiting for everybody to come up down the hill. Time that. Who is that? That's probably about what, 3 minutes now? He started chasing him at 7:53. No, 7:50. Yeah, 7:51. He started chasing him. So by the time he caught up to him and pulled him over, it's been literally less than 8 minutes. Thanks, Robin. I appreciate that. Look at, yeah, about one per 10 minutes, and that's just, and he writes one in 3.5 minutes though, man. I mean, this one took a little long. This one probably took the longest out of all four, and I think that's because the guy was trying to dig out his license and his insurance and registration. Oh, I hear sirens. They're probably coming for me. Actually, that sounds like an ambulance. Nope, another patrol car. Another one right there. Oops, crapola. So he lit that one up. He lit that to go across the light, and he's flying down the road. I don't know. Tempted to chase that one down or keep watching this do traffic stops. Yeah. I should have told that guy where he could buy a trifold. Look at that cop, dude. He like hit that gas pedal, man. What do you guys think? Should I go back to my little honey spot and see if this guy's gonna snag somebody? Or should I try to figure out where that cop was leading off to? I mean, the guy's so far gone, I probably won't be able to find him unless I hear some more sirens. Let's see. I don't know, man. Good day to all, guys. He needs the water rubber band. Yeah, he needs the broccoli rubber band. Police station is probably about 3 or 4 miles from here too. They patrol this area heavily. Now, normally Fort Worth doesn't pull over any speeders or any traffic violations. Hey, Devil, go mind your own business. Go get a second job to pay off that charger. I'm missing something there. If you're referring to me, I don't drive a Dodge Charger. Hey, there's that traffic cop. He's back up there again. I guess he went down the road and came back and made a U-turn. But if you're talking about me, brother, I'm driving a Tesla. I rent this thing, by the way. It's a Tesla I drive. And I actually have a job. I drive for Uber, man. I make some good money doing it. And guess what? It pays for the rental and everything every week and the bills. I just don't find a whole lot of content to be able to film because I keep scaring these coppers off a lot. So I don't I scare these coppers off a lot, man. They get upset at me and run, or like that guy's probably gonna get pegged if he don't slow down. But I'm taking my little back way. I purposely went right past him just so he'd see if he'd come behind me. I'm trying to bait him, but I think he knows that. I've seen this guy before around town. He works for the traffic division. And instead of being on a motorcycle, he sits in a Dodge Charger and sets up in various just little areas that are 30, 40 miles an hour, just waiting for people to go down flying. Put nails down where they, yeah, yeah, I'd love to put nails down. Put those little, what are they, the stop strips? Can you honk your horno? What would you like me to honk it at? You want me to just honk it in general, or you want me to just go ahead and honk it at somebody? Shit, I accidentally turned down the wrong way. I needed to go down one more street. That's all right. That's because I was looking at the chat feature, guys. I'd rather keep the chat feature up because I like to keep it interactive. I don't want to bore you guys with just a video. They can't run on a traffic stop. Yeah, that's true, but they can also get me for interfering in governmental operations. And they do that a lot with a couple of cop watchers here in town. And then they go sit in jail for 2 and 3 days. It's pretty petty shit. There's a lot of corruption. Wow, my homeboy's already got, man, he has already got somebody stopped, and he's already got the driver's license. This is insane. I mean, how long was that, guys? It wasn't even a minute. I came down my little side street, and this dude's already been out of the car, took the driver's license, scanned the registration, and is already back in his car writing that ticket. For me, just to go down that little stretch and over here, make that little wrong turn and turn around real quick. That's how fast he's already got somebody. For the record, bro, was that not record time for having somebody stopped and already getting their information and back in their patrol car in the amount of time I made that left turn to make that little U down those 3 streets to come back to my spot? I wonder how many tickets this guy writes in one day. I wonder if we could FOIA that. FOIA how many tickets he writes on average daily. Dogman Prophecies, welcome to the chat, brother. What's going on is this, I've been live for 55 minutes. This road pirate is on his 5th traffic stop. The traffic stops usually list for about 3.5 to 4 minutes. That last one lasted a little bit longer. I heard something on the radio. So I don't know what he's got on the radio. He's either calling it in or... Uh-oh. This is not a good thing. West Coast Max, I have a job. I work when I want. Self-employed, brother. Trust me, I make my $2,000 a week, and when I see content like this, I stop and film. I'm not breaking any laws. Just like I've already caught that this cop has already wrote someone for window tint without checking the actual window tint. So I told the young lady to fight it in court. I asked her if he checked it with the tint thing while I was standing right here, and she said, well, no. I said, well, there you go. How does he know if it's too dark if he didn't check it? This is in Fort Worth, Dogman Prophecies. Look, the cop's doing his job writing tickets. I'm doing my job and filming him to make sure he does his job. There's no supervisor out here to watch him over his shoulder. He's also writing a couple bogus tickets that people do need to fight in court instead of just paying because they don't know any better. Checks and balances, man. Checks and balances. Hey, West Coast Max, if you got people in your neighborhood flying like a bat out of hell with kids in the neighborhood and everything, I'm for law and order, man. Look, I'm for law and order, but also at the same time, you don't have to write everybody a ticket. You choose to write a ticket. They have discretion, but he's in the traffic division. That's all he does. I mean, but how do you write someone for window tint when you don't check the window tint? I understand the speeding because you got a radar device. I get that. And then you can have your day in court. But when you're writing bogus tickets, all you're doing is wasting taxpayer dollars because now I got to go to court. I got to fight it. I'm going to get out of it. And it's just a waste of taxpayer dollars. Write a legitimate ticket. I just want the cop to be honest, man. If he's going to do his job, do it right. Do it honestly. You don't need to lie to write someone a ticket and steal money from them. It's like me coming over to you, Max, and saying, "Hey, give me $5 because you owe me $5 when you don't owe me $5." And then you like, "Well, I don't remember. Yeah, you forgot. I loaned you $5." You say, "Oh, okay, that's right," and you just hand me the $5. Well, I lied to you, but I still got the $5 out of you because you didn't know any better. That's all it is. I mean, it's all about money, man. And by the way, guys, for everyone that's in this room, there's 31 of you guys. I can't talk about it right now because I'm in the beginning stages of this investigation of corruption in the court system here in Fort Worth, in the district court level, involving all the bar associations. And I can't go to the state attorney general with it because he just got out of indictments for corruption, and now he's involved in an FBI investigation under securities fraud. So he can't prosecute it. I actually had to call the FBI yesterday, and I have to get everything together, but they're willing to take the case and investigate all this stuff, but I got to get more stuff together. I'm actually going to create a series, kind of like what Chili Delete Laws did with his American Patriot channel. I'm actually working with 2 other people that is helping me edit and gathering content on the witnesses, the transcripts of the courts. I just can't go into what court, what judge right now. But it's coming, guys. I did not realize how much corruption there was in this state. I thought it was bad, but I didn't realize how bad it was, and it's actually worse than what I thought it was. And I can't do anything on a street level with police because it starts from leadership. It starts with the leadership of the police department and high officials. It also is training and what they cover up with internal affairs. I know. I mean, there's really no crime. No one's been hit. No one was like forced off the road. This traffic stop is actually taking longer than normal, but he went back up to the car for something. And this guy is looking a little nervous through the mirror, and I would be too. I had one behind me when I was making a right turn at the stop sign to see where this guy went earlier. He snuck up behind me. It made me nervous, but family, I need your help. I ran out of gas for my daughter hours ago, and it's raining. I've contacted my family and police. I walked to a gas station to get help. No luck. Can someone please help gas? No offense, John Dalton, but I've seen an exact same chat happen on Delete Laws' channel. And I can't tell if people are legitimately needing it or if it's just another scam to have money sent to you. Well, he got out of there. I don't know what the holdup was. This Hispanic guy with an Acura, and this cop is turning around, as you can see. Well, I'm going to tell you on this channel, if I don't know you, I don't endorse you. If you're asking for money, I'm not going to endorse it. If people want to donate to you, that's on them. I'm not going to endorse it though, because I've seen the exact same thing on another channel, the same exact wording and everything. So I don't endorse it. I hate to say that. I hate to sound mean, but you know, KT's right. Who's on YouTube when they're out of gas? Police station, stuff like that. I mean, you call the cops, they're not going to help you anyways, but I mean, if you don't have gas or gas money, why are you even driving? That's another thing. That's just a little common sense. How do you let your gas gauge get so low that you run out of gas? These are actually good questions to ask and good questions that need to be answered. You know, I don't want to sound mean, but you know, we do have scammers and trolls that come into channels all the time. And if a troll wants to come in here, you know what? I'll let you come in here because I'll let everybody jump on you. I don't care. Donut break. Yeah, I wish that was the case. The only break he's got is about a 2-minute break to go sit there back at the top of the hill underneath. Let me pull just a little forward, right? See that billboard to the left, the one with not the yellow one, not the bright yellow one, but the one to the left. You're going to see him pull and creep right underneath that in about 10 seconds. I caught this guy last month doing the same thing in the same spot, and then like 3 days later, I caught him in another part of the north side of Fort Worth, somewhere else. And the minute I started filming him, he got scared and left because I guess he thought I was stalking him that time. This time, I just happened to drive by and see him again. I was Ubering. I had a passenger. That's why I came back. I figured, you know what? This would be great. This would be great to see in your film since I haven't seen anything like this in a while. Everybody's been either running from the cop watchers and the auditors or you know, sitting around doing absolutely nothing. I mean, look, I understand this guy's trying to be proactive. Usually I call my friends and family out YouTube. Yeah, you know what? For the record, how about this? For the record, I would actually agree with you on that one. And likely before you run out of gas, same here. Someone's getting pulled over. That car's flying. No, not fast enough for this. Maybe because he's not brown enough. That last guy was Hispanic in an Acura. Everybody that he's pulled over has been brown except for that one girl who was like a light skin, and I think she was black, or she could have been Puerto Rican. It was hard to say. She was very light complected. Dr. Tritchom, to be honest with you, I think I saw that same chat from him in Chili's channel like about 3 weeks ago. If he's out of gas that much, maybe he ought to just sell the car and take the bus. My man, my girl is hot. I run from the ops. You mean you run from the cops? Yeah, I know. John Dalton had the same. I think he had the same name in Team DLZ too when he was on that channel. What's the majority population in the area? It is. Don't get me wrong. It's majority Hispanic, but there's a good share of white folks in this area too, though, and a good number of black folks too. But I would probably say the demographics 50 to 60% Hispanic. Wow, that dude went flying past me quick. Probably thought he was gonna get stopped trying to outrun the cop. He looked like he was inching forward, like he wanted to pull out. He's inching forward. He's getting a little trigger happy. Let's see what we got top of the hill coming. Up, 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 up. You got somebody. Fish on. Fish on. Reel him in. Oh, he pulled over there. He would have been safer right here at my car. All he had to do was just pull in on the next driveway. Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. When this guy gets done, we'll try to look through the window and see what demographic he is. It looks like what is that, a Toyota? That's right. Everybody put a hashtag fish on. I mean, I don't really speed or break traffic laws. Occasionally, I might, if I'm not really just kind of paying attention, I might go like 2 or 3 over by accident. Um, but like in this area, man, I always try to make sure I'm under the speed limit. If it says 40, I'm trying to do 38 through here. I don't trust these because I don't trust these dudes' radars. I just don't like to be harassed. I like to be the harasser, not the harassee. What are you doing? You making all these? Okay, guys, look, I gotta turn the camera for a second. Brownie's trying to make all kinds of noises at me, trying to get my attention. What? You want your window? Sorry, buddy. Sorry, guys. I was wondering what he was whining at me for. Told you, doesn't make very much noise. A lot quieter than Charlie. Oh, KT, if you're a dog lover, just to let you know, so he's mixed with American Pit Bull Terrier, Chocolate Lab, Australian Kelpie, which is just a sheep and cattle herding breed, and some Husky. So he likes to sing to the radio. He likes to watch TV. I know he's a great cuddle buddy in bed too. He just loves to lay there in bed, put his head right there on like next to your head on the pillow. Sweet boy. I got lucky. Oh yeah, man, he's super smart. I forgot to mention, not only does he sing, watch TV, roll his window down in the car. He could have rolled it down if he wanted to, but I guess he wanted me to get his. Yeah, Brownie's the best name for him. Brown and Sweet. That's. I didn't really name him though. My former roommate's little girl did. Wow, he got out of there quick. Toyota 4Runner. Oh, looks like a white woman, dude. Probably got out of a ticket. KT, tell me that wasn't faster than all the other traffic stops. That was an older white woman, probably in her 50s, maybe 60s. My was phase. I hope I said that right. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, no shit. I can FOIA request his information based on his unit number. I mean, he's been taking about 3.5, 4 minutes to write a ticket, but he pulled her over real quick. And I told you, when I checked the demographics, it's different. That was the first white person he pulled over, and it seemed like she was out of there quick. There he goes, back up in his little perch. Yeah, yeah. For every 6 traffic stops, he's gonna let the 6th one go. Yeah. That's funny. Let's see. I'm pulling a little forward so we can see him get back on his little perch right here. But if you notice, he hasn't even looked at me. He hasn't paid no attention to me. He's just doing his job, man. I mean, like I said, he's not escalating. He's just writing tickets. Of course, I don't agree with that window tint ticket he wrote. And it seemed like he let this lady off. I couldn't really see, but you're right. Probably need to get the body cam footage on that one. The only problem with Fort Worth is if you're not in the body cam footage, they don't release it. Look at that. I'm just sitting here making money. I just had another tip come in from Uber, and that was probably from yesterday because I already got one tip from my first ride this morning, and I came over here after my first ride. So I know it wasn't from that one. So the guy that told me I need to get a job, I make plenty of money, bro. That's why I can sit here and waste my time if I want. Time's valuable, but you know what? If everybody's enjoying what they're seeing, keeping these pigs in this pig shack here in Fort Worth accountable, that's fine. But I need to let you guys know that I am working on a big story. I know Chili went to Ironton, Ohio, in a small town, and exposed the corruption there. And I mean, it's still, heads are still rolling out there, but he's only gotten a few cops fired and a couple jailed. This, I'm working with a couple other people, and I'm going one step further. Chili wanted to go after Judge Waldo. Well, there's about 3 judges we're really going after. One really is the target, but he's a supervisory judge, so we can't go to a supervisory judge because he's the boss of the entire court system over there. And we can't go to the Bar Association to report this because he's in cahoots with a certain attorney at a certain firm that's on the association. He's also on a county association. Hey, for the record, man, I will see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Dennis Sharp, I'm not saying all police are bad. Um, sometimes I say I'm anti-cop. I'm really not. I'm anti-bad cop, but I'm also not going to bootlick either. Yeah, broadcast. The judge is a bar member on the county board, but he's got a friend who he's publicly come out and said he's a friend at this law firm who keeps ending up in his courtroom and winning all these court cases in his court. And she sits on the state bar, and her fellow I'm trying to watch what I say so I don't release the info. Her other attorney she works with in this courtroom is on the county bar association with this judge. So they're protecting each other. And I would go to the state attorney. Problem is, the state attorney just got off on corruption impeachment and charges, and now the FBI is investigating him for securities fraud. I called the FBI yesterday, and when I mentioned this, I can't go to the state attorney with all this. The FBI was telling me to get all my information together and come down to their office. So, and the federal, the FBI, the FBI does investigate corruption. It says public corruption at all levels of government. So that's why I can't say names. I can't say what courts. I got to leave it at that. There's a lot of courts here. But like KT says, say less. That's why I'm not mentioning any names or any courts or any law firms or there's just a lot of connected dot corruption going on here and this is a bigger city than Ironton. And when this comes out with the couple of people that are helping me put this together, I probably will have a target on my back. That's why I drive a rental car where I can swap out with different plates. Staying in a location where I've got it in one of my private businesses, LLCs, so that way nobody knows where I'm at or what company it is. Well, man, I don't even want to go into the court thing because you're right. It's about justice for the victims. I can't tell you what type of court it is. I think I mentioned it earlier, but I don't want to go into it because I don't want too much info to get out there right now. I'm not ready for any of this info to come out yet. I've still got somebody brought some stuff about the witness, but I got to talk to the witnesses exactly, and we're looking. We're already having them in the process of getting the court transcript so we can go through them. Got to have all your ducks in a row before you can take it anywhere, man. If you don't have all your ducks in a row, it's like making accusations without having your proof. Dennis Sharp, the courts feed themselves. It is no longer about justice. Yep, you are absolutely right. Zara, thanks for coming in. Hey, just jumping on to people's lives and spreading love. I hope you have an amazing day and God bless. Appreciate that, Zara. We're just holding these police accountable. Like I said, this cop seems to be doing his job fairly well. No escalation, no trying to search vehicles, no yelling at people, no guns drawn, no threatening, no backup showing up. The only thing I've seen wrong so far is he did write a woman for speeding and then wrote her for window tint without actually measuring the window tint. So when she told me that right here next to me, I told her, make sure you fight that in court because he never used the device to measure the window tint. So how does he know that it's not legal? Especially when I could see in the window and see her kid in the back seat. Saying if there's no victim, police and court should not be involved. You're absolutely right. I understand there, look, bottom line is if you really want to stop speeders coming down here, it does no good to write one person a ticket every time you see it. If you want to slow it down, sit here on the street and put your lights on. That'll slow everybody down. Let them know that you're there. Be visible. Be proactive instead of actually, creating criminals and creating citations and creating money. Anyone read the 13A lately? Who's pooping in a bucket, me or the cop? I see the comments, Mike. I'm not sitting here just filming and not paying attention to the comments. I actually like reading the comments, actually. All right, guys, time limit. What do we think? How long? Put in the comment. How many minutes do you think it's going to be before he gets another victim? Because that's actually what they are. They're not criminals. They're just victims of the blue. 7 minutes. All right. Well, that would put it at 8:39 on my clock. Oh, he's got somebody. Forget your 7-minute timer. I don't even think that was 20 seconds. Oh, these guys look like they might have been racing. And there he goes. Oh, there he goes. He barely had any lights on. All right, let's go see which one he pulled over. I'm kind of curious because both those guys were flying. They looked like they were racing. And he went across this slide. He went for a ways. Woo! I don't think I ever see him go this far. The gray car got pulled over at 100. Let's see. Actually, I think it was the white car, my man. I think it was the white car, David. He's right there. Yep. Lexus. It was definitely the Lexus. And we'll just pull right here in the shade next to this car. And we'll zoom in. That way I don't got to hold the phone. That way it should stay pretty steady for you guys right there. Oh, you know what? I'm wondering. No, it wasn't this gray car right here in front of me. This guy's just blocking my view because he's waiting on his wife. He needs to get out of my damn way. Start the timer. He's already got the license and the registration. Brownie, come on, Bubba. Lay down, buddy. Come on. The gray car took the lead last minute. Yeah, well, you know what? It looked like the gray car kind of hit the brakes at the last second. Actually, it was a female in that white Lexus. I couldn't tell if she was white or Hispanic. I'm actually probably gonna cut the feed here in the next 20 minutes. Just because I don't want to drag this out for more than an hour and a half of just traffic stops and chasing this guy down. Plus, I got to get back to work. Just kind of been screwing off all morning, but it's all good. I slept in and everything. Imagine if they made police officers get law degrees before putting them in the field. Imagine the turnover rate. You know what, David, you've got a good point. I've always thought about that. Instead of 5 months of the academy where they don't even teach constitutional law, I really thought that, somebody, and I want to admit this, but somebody who's been through the academy myself back in Nevada, they put you through 4.5 to 5.5 months of the academy before they send you out on field training where you learn bad habits and everything else. But in the academy, they don't even teach constitutional law. They just teach basic law. Mostly they focus on state constitutional laws, and county laws. And what they do is they teach you sales tactics and investigative tactics to basically get someone to just hand over licenses and documents without not realizing that they have rights and that they don't have to hand stuff over. It's just like every time you hear on one of those YouTube videos, you hear something, do you have ID? And they just fork it over, or they ask, well, why do you need it? Just so I know who I'm talking to. That's not them demanding the license. That's them asking for it in a way that you just give it to them that it sounds like they're demanding it. Yeah, you're right. The second the loser gets the ticket on the race. You're right. Um, like I said, and this was a female. I couldn't tell if she's white or Hispanic. Now, if he comes up there with a big white long form in his hand, then she's getting a ticket. If it's a short little white one, it may just be a warning. I think she's getting a ticket. Look how long that thing is. Probably wrote her for window tint too. I'm hoping, since she just put her phone down, I hope that she was filming that. I only see a short white one. Yep. Oh no, you missed it when he got out of the car, buddy. He folded it up. He folded it like 3 times. And she looks like she's Hispanic. Dude, that ticket was definitely a lot longer than a CVS freaking receipt. So I'm looking at her. Yep, she's Hispanic, man. She's Hispanic. And there he goes. Back up to the pig podium. You should see him in view right there. He is right there in view. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? One more? You guys want to see one more? I'll go back up there if you want to see one more. I don't want to be mean, because I have a thing for Latinas, so I kind of find them to be a little bit more sexier than most women in general. Um, but she was probably, and I grade them a little bit easier on the Hispanic women because I have a thing for them. But I would say she's probably about a 6 or a 7, where normally people might say she's a 4 or a 5. But it's probably because it's probably because he's just a traffic cop. He's just a traffic pig. I don't think it had anything to do with her looks. I think he just decided to ruin her day. I mean, but then again, we all saw her speeding down that road with that silver car. Just, I think the only reason she got pulled over was because she was probably the only one that stopped. The other car probably kept going. And that's usually the case when 2 or 3 speeders are going. It's whoever stops to kind of be law abiding is the one that the cop actually pulls over and tickets. Siete. So a Cali 4? Yeah, definitely, probably a Cali 4, buddy. Like I said, I have a thing for Hispanic women. So when they look like, when people say they look like a 6, to me they might look like an 8. Designed to prevent the abuse of dogs by police officers using them when they fear for their life. Oh, put the link below, man. Put the link below, or tell me where to go find this petition. Is it at change.org, or? I mean, I don't think police dogs should be used. First off, I don't think they should be used for finding sniffing, you know, the drugs in a car, because they're not accurate. And I know that for a fact because I've actually watched a handler signal for one. I'm gonna do something different. He's back up on his pig shack perch up here. I'm actually gonna just pass him for a second. I'm gonna go this way actually. I'll go back over the hill here. I was trying to warn that guy right there because he looked like he was flying. Tried to hit him with the brights. Yep, he lit him up. I tried to warn him. He lit him up, bro. I tried to warn that car with them damn hazards or with the high beams. I hit him several times trying to warn him. So let's see where he went. See if he went back to my little perch where I was gonna go. Like I said, I was gonna just hit just one more traffic stop. Yep, he's back on my perch right where I was sitting. So I really don't want to even pull in there right now, to be honest with you. I don't want this cop thinking I'm stalking him. He knows I'm following him and shit, but yeah, he's back there on my little perch. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the live feed, guys. I appreciate you guys coming. If I find anything else out here, like I said, this guy is just on a mission to write tickets. He's not other than riding that one girl for window tint with that window that not having that tint meter. That's the only thing I've seen wrong with this guy, other than him stealing everybody's money and letting that one white lady go. But outside of that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, guys. Just watch out for the lives. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Let me read off a few of these comments here. Be safe, gotta go. Appreciate it, West Coast Max. Bree, David should link it. It's easy to tell the dog wants their toy. That's absolutely right. My dog always wants his toy when they hit. 7 to 10 minutes before stops, 3 to 5 to ride up if driver cooperates, 3 to 4 ticket. Yeah, and those tickets are probably actually more than that, to be honest with you. Does he know? Oh, he knows I'm watching. He just doesn't care. You know, I'm not sitting there screaming at him. I'm not sitting there being a threat to his quote unquote officer safety. So he's not. He knows I'm watching him. He saw me last month watching him. He knows I'm not going to sit there do anything but film him. So he doesn't care. But I've been sitting there for an hour and a half watching him. I think that's enough. Like I said, he hasn't ripped anybody out of the car. He hasn't held anybody at gunpoint. He hasn't even called for backup on the traffic stop. So I'm going to let him be for a little bit. I might just come back when he's not expecting it and surprise him. And I'll go live for that. So, but you guys just keep tuned. Appreciate everybody coming in, hitting that like button, subscribe if you haven't. But I'm gonna get going, guys. Peace.